After spending a good amount of time with the Pro BFG for Xbox and PC, I can understand why this is such a popular controller. Although I'll admit, I own the Pro FS, or Fightstick for short, and I've been a big fan of it. After the unboxing and, like I said, spending previous time with this, I could say without a doubt that it is a good controller for fighting enthusiasts and fans of first-person shooters. Out of the box, this booklet comes with the Pro BFG. Scan this QR code that you see here and it'll take you to the full instructions. It's available in 7 languages, in addition to French Canadian. As for build and comfort, it feels solid in hand. Nothing screams like hollow, mushy, and when playing games with it, the only issue that I run into is that occasionally my index fingers tap the rear shoulder buttons unintentionally. The plastics feel robust without screaming luxury, and I can see why. This is a controller that is meant to be used and should be played without worrying about breaking it. So you can play for long sessions, and I'm pretty sure it'll last you for a long time. The thumbsticks have a purple matte finish to it, if you can see here at the bottom. And they have black rubber tops. There are also 2 extra thumbsticks that come in the package, as you saw in the unboxing. Short and tall versions of the joysticks. The tall one is known as the sniper thumbstick, and it's recommended to be used for shooters for more accurate aiming. The Pro BFG comes with a ton of accessories, as you saw with the unboxing. Not least is this really nice carrying case. It has a good heft to it and should protect your controller when you travel around without a problem. It also comes with this Fightpad module, which is a 6-button layout that is supposed to be used for, well, yeah, it pretty much says it, fighting games. Duh. Additionally, here is the screwdriver that is used to remove the modules to either swap them out or just swap them around. So you can switch, mix and match, replace them, whatever you'd like to do. What's great about the screws on these modules, in fact, is that they're both magnetic and they won't fall out as you take them out of the controller gently. So if you see me pushing that up a little bit, or upside down, see, it doesn't fall off. I mean, that's a nice little touch there. So I mean, you could say that all your pieces will stay together in, yeah, one piece. Here's the 2.4 gigahertz dongle to play in wireless mode. You can also play on Bluetooth, which I've tried on both PC and Steam Deck. Here's the cable, and it's braided, so it feels pretty sturdy. I personally like braided cables more than the plastic ones that not always but occasionally feel cheapy. You can play the Pro BFG using the wired mode. If you decide to play it in wireless, it takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge the controller, as it features no fast charging per my testing. The battery lasts 20 hours according to Victrix, but probably a little less if you activate the rumble motors. The D-pad feels exquisite. You can feel the placement of the directions as you play fighting and 2D games with it. You can replace it by grabbing it and pulling on it semi-gently, although it might require a little force. So there it comes off. Now if you notice here, there's 2 underhook looking holes and there's 2 lines on this. So make sure these parts match with that, because if you try to fit it the other way, you might break the D-pad itself. And then once you press it in, you're good to go. Personally, I prefer this D-pad with the pronounced cross shape inside, and I find it to be more responsive. I mean, this is the classic NES one, and I found it accurate, but it's really hard to pull out because of its little size, so just be aware. These two circles are the Thumbstick Gates, and they're octagonal shape. So they come in these two styles, and then if you notice here, the circular. So this would be mostly for the shooters, and once again, this is for the fighting games. Removing the thumbsticks should be easy. Just grab firmly on the top and with a gentle pull and replace it with the bottom shape of the thumbstick to match with that of the controller. So if you see that. Say we'll use the sniper one as a quick example. Snap it on. There you go. And just do the same. Replace. Put back the old. Make sure the shapes match. Push in. You're all set. The back shoulder buttons are more responsive and quieter than the previous Pro BFG for PS5. I personally tested this next to one of the controllers, and I also found other videos that compared the sounds of the triggers. And yeah, it's definitely quieter. You can adjust the trigger sensitivity, which Victrix calls the clutch trigger, in 5 different settings plus hair trigger mode. I keep it in the lowest setting to avoid accidentally pressing the buttons, as I'm playing mostly fighting games and first-person shooters. Because if you could see, as you go and try to place it, you may think that you're trying to press it on accident out of habit. So just be aware as you play it. Not a knock on the controller. It just depends on who's operating it. Sometimes you gotta be more careful. To set up how far you want the buttons to go down, press and hold the circular pad to the corresponding side and press the trigger to the desired point without letting go. Release the clutch slider, and now it should stay at that point. If you press the clutch slider again, you hear a little sound and it resets into hair trigger mode. It's a lot shorter. Now if I reset it, hear that little click sound, back to hair trigger mode. Very cool as far as the flexibility is concerned. Here's a look at replacing the modules in whichever combination you would like best. For now, I will replace the Fightpad with this one. Just make sure that when you align the modules, that the bottom part, like I said, aligns with the magnet. If you see these little ends of the plastic, you have to make sure that they align, or else it'll break. So this might take a moment, bear with me. Now I recommend unscrewing from both sides, little by little, just to evenly disperse the pressure. I don't think it's a problem if you do it all on one side, but I would rather make sure that the screws last a long time. So depending on how long it takes, it could take a short time or a long time. Oops. And unscrewing this. Looks like it's loose enough. Let's see if we can take it out. All right. So, like I said, here's one of the module plastics. Now, this plastic feels metallic, and the reason I say that is because it feels cold to the touch, just like the screws. So if this is metallic or not, it's kind of hard to say, but I'll probably say it's metallic. And then basically take out the module. Notice here, this part aligns here inside the controller. These two ends align with this. So install it back in. Once again, screw each side little by little, evenly distribute the pressure to make sure your modules and the screws themselves last a long time. When you can't spin it anymore without forcing it, just leave it right at that much. You don't want to apply pressure to it. You don't want to like crank it up or really push it in, just to the point where the momentum stops or the spinning stops, and you should be fine. So, yep. So you can replace the gates by flipping over the modules and pressing firmly from the back side until the gate pops out, then line up the small alignment dot on the gate on the module and press down firmly until it clicks all around. So it's not something that I want to do personally. I like it as it is. I prefer the circular gate, but just be aware that that's how you can apply it. Sorry I'm not able to show it, but at least you have the instructions. Alright, now we'll go ahead and program one of the profile back buttons to your designated button. So first, hold the profile button here and press one of the back buttons that you want to remap to. So there you are, it starts flashing. So here, I'll press X, and when I press X, it'll do a faster triple flash, showing that you have programmed the button. Okay, now to put it back to normal, hold the profile button again, and then press the previously programmed back button twice, and it does a triple blink again, showing you that it's back to normal and that you were successful. Also, you can program the back buttons on the Victrix Control Hub. So when you plug in the wireless dongle, this little circle here is a purple light. So once you plug it, it'll flash purple. This means it's in pairing mode. To turn the controller on, hold the Xbox button in front of the BFG until you see a purple ring light. Once you do, it'll pair with the dongle and they'll both show a purple light that is not flashing. So this shows that they're paired. To turn off the controller, hold the Xbox button for 6 seconds and then the purple light will turn off. Now if you're having pairing issues or difficulty connecting in Bluetooth or wireless mode, you would hold down the Xbox button for up to 12 seconds. So that's only if you have any troubles. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Victrix Control Hub. And there's a lot of features offered here. One, you can configure many of the buttons, the back paddles, as well as adjust or customize your analog sticks, the triggers, audio, and the vibration as well. The Victrix Control Hub also offers a diagnostic tool, so you can double check to make sure that everything is working properly. Same as before, the buttons, back paddles, analog sticks, triggers, the audio, and the vibration. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the analog sticks, begin the test. Make sure that it's working properly. Analog test complete, success. Alright, now we'll go ahead and do a circular test just to check out the average error. Alright, so as you can see, on the left side it's about 12.1% and the right side is 11.7%. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do an input lag test in the wireless dongle mode. Alright, according to the data, it's about 6.021 seconds, so 6 milliseconds of lag. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start the input lag test in wired mode. Alright, and according to the results, the average is about 7.5 milliseconds, so it's faster in wireless mode. Some final thoughts. I think there's a lot to like about this. Out of the box, you can tell that the price alone is worth it due to all the accessories you get for customization on this controller, and it even features rumble motors that the PS5 BFG didn't have. The thumbsticks themselves feel solid. They aren't Hall effect joysticks, but for me, that's not a big deal. The buttons respond as they should. There's nothing that feels cheap or anything of that sort. So I really like how they came out. And overall, it's a strong recommend for me. Just be aware that there have been a few users in the past, whether it's on Amazon reviews or through YouTube comments, that have had problems with shoulder buttons or modules breaking, whether it's the Gambit or the PS5 version of the BFG, excuse me. For me, I don't feel like there's anything to worry about. Quality of the materials and the buttons feel better than the previous BFG, but just something to keep in mind. But like I said, I really think you'll enjoy this, so I hope this video was really helpful. Thanks for listening. Till next time, have a good day.